What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Sundown Audio unofficial YouTube channel. My name's Derek, and we're going to try and do a quick one-take shot video right now. It's going to be another episode in the How Loud Will It Get series with ProjectSPL. So if you're not familiar, this is ProjectSPL in the background. We'll do a little walk through here. ProjectSPL is a 1993 four-door Chevrolet Blazer built for DB Drag's Super Street class. Super Street class basically means stock cab modified behind the B-pillar. We run two 18-inch subwoofers in this class. These are Sundown Audio Neo V3 SPL subwoofers, and they get pretty loud. Let's pull the slide out of here. Slam that door shut. And we'll flip the camera. So today we have one of our 4-channel amplifiers, a Salt-200.4, wired up. Basically 1 coil per channel. These 18-inch subwoofers are dual quarter-ohm coils. So yes, we are wired down SPL style, because that's what this is, SPL test. We've got SPL meter here, and yeah, just slamming the door got us a 120. SPL style test, so we're going to show how much SPL, how loud ProjectSPL can get off the power from this little 4-channel amp. And yeah, it's a tiny little amp. And as well as show off how much power we can get out of this thing. Everything is already set up to help keep this video smooth and efficient. Amp is on, just the blue light over there. Our term lab is set up, our power clamp is set up. Bear with me just a second to pop this camera into place. Lock it in so we can see everything we're doing. We can watch our amp light over here. We can watch our screen, our SPL. And I know people have commented in the past about the 90-ish dB. Yes, that's just ambient noise. In case you don't know, these things they're built to be loud. They're big echo chambers. So even if you're like, oh, that's louder than ambient noise. Well, yeah, it is, because the mic's in there in this big echo chamber that's meant to get loud. If you're not familiar, you ever see me at a show, come and just jump in, just sit inside it when it's at a show with nothing going on, and it's loud just sitting there. That's the way they're built. We got our other info here, our output from our amplifier in AC, volts, amps, our reactive, VA, and our power factor. So I'm gonna try and keep all that here where you can see it on the screen. We've got our head unit set up. We will be at 61 hertz. 61 hertz, you can see on the screen. We are playing a DB drag track. We're gonna leave that on repeat. And yep, everything is set up, ready to roll. Now real quick, I'll give you a rundown. Salt-200.4, and as the name implies, 200 watts per channel, 4 channels. Here's our owner's manual. Give you a quick preview in here. Here we go, Salt-200.4. It is rated 200 watts by 4 at 4 ohm. 325 watts by 4 at 2 ohm, and 700 watts by 2 at 4 ohm. It is bridgeable into 2-channel mode. So that being said, go ahead with any predictions you have to make. 2 predictions. One is, how loud will it get, SPL wise? And how much power are we going to see? How much power will this little 4-channel amplifier make in total power? The power that's going to show up on this screen is going to be per channel. We're clamping 1 channel at a time, because that's the only way to get my my details, my stats over here to stay legit. If I try and do the power factor time forward, it's going to basically quadruple my current, and I don't want it to mess up any of those stats. So all the power you see is going to be per channel, so it's going to be times 4. So to start out, let's see, we're at volume 20, low volume, 61 hertz. Let's see what we got. Let's do a quick roll. And yeah, we're still really low volume, so 3 watts per channel. We're at 12 watts right now, total power, doing a 140.8 dB. We can see over here at the side, you're going to see us output is 2.3 volts, 1.4 amps. Our reactive is 1.5. So reactive is 1.5, well, 1.596 technically, but 1.5 ohms per channel. So let's turn this up a few clicks. We'll go up 5 clicks to start. Make sure the video doesn't get too crazy long. So at volume 25, let's roll into it. What do we get? And there we go, 145.9 dB, 10 watts. That's 10 watts per channel, so it's times 4 with a 4-channel amp. So we're at 40 watts. Total clamped power doing 145.9 dB. Let's go and bump it up another 5 clicks. So we're gonna jump from volume, we went from 20 to 25 to 30. This should get us into a little better power level here. Roll it on up. There we go, getting a little more power to it. 151.1 dB, 34 watts per channel. So that's gonna be 136 watts total. 151 dB, 136 watts total power. I'm guessing we still got a long ways to go. So we do rate this. I'll show you here on the box. Salt-200.4. 1400 watt RMS, so that's that 700 by 2 in bridge mode. So we should see a good 1400 watts, but I'm thinking we're going to see more than that. So here we go. Let's go up. We'll go up 2 more clicks. So we're still at 61 hertz. See right there on the screen. We'll get that little reset for you. Actually, I tell you what, just for fun, we're gonna try and dial it into a 150 even. That's a good number a lot of people like to shoot for. What's it gonna take to get a 150 here with this amp in ProjectSPL? Hair mower, oh, we overshot it by a little bit. So 27 watts per channel. I'm just gonna call it 100 watts. There's 108 watts, so we're at a 150.1. 100 watts doing a 150. That's pretty good, but what do we got? We were at volume 32. Volume 32, let's crank it. And there we go. All right, all right. 216 watts total power. So basically we're at a quarter where we should be if we're at 4 ohms per channel, 200 by 4, as the name implies. And we're seeing 153.2 dB. Let's go ahead and give it a couple more clicks. We'll go in 3 more. Volume 35. This should shoot up a good little chunk. What do you think we're going to hit on this next one? 3 more clicks? I think we're going to see over 3 more dB. We're going to be over 156. And there you have it. Yep, 156.4 dB SPL. And 110 watts per channel, so we're getting up there. 440 watts total power, so we still got a good bit more to go. But already seeing some pretty good numbers, and you should be able to see it on your screen over here in the corner. We got our output voltage, our AC volts, 12.98. Current is 8.6. Reactive is 1.4. And I'll tell you what, we did the rolled up to 150. I'm gonna turn it back and click. We're gonna roll up to 155. See how much it's going to take us to do a 155 here. If I can dial that in. A little bit. Come on, hair mower. Give it to me. There we go, 81 watts per channel. So that's 81 times 4, 324 watts total power to do a 155 dB. But we ended off at that 156 and change at volume 35. Let's go ahead and go up 2 more clicks. 2 more clicks should put us over a 158. My guess is going to be 158.5. If you got to guess what we're going to do right now, go and put it in the comments. Let me know. 158.5. It's still got a lot more power to go. I was off by 0.1, but there we go. 158.4 dB, 177 watts per channel. So that's 177 times 4. So we're a hair over 700 watts. What's that, 708 watts? Let's see. So 2 more clicks should definitely put us over a 160. Let's go for it. 2 more clicks. Get over a 160 off a tiny little 4-channel amp. Do you think it's going to happen? I think it will. Oh yeah, and there we go. 280 watts per channel, so that's 1120 watts total power, 160.3 dB from a little 4-channel Salt amplifier. Doing pretty good. Let's see what's next. That was volume 39, so we'll go up one click from here. So we're approaching our rated power of 1400 watts total power. That's going to be 350 per channel. So we might slow down and go up one click at a time from here, and we're going to try and dial into that 1400 watts and then see how much further we can get past that. But here we go, one more click. It's going to be volume 40. Still at 61 hertz. We got that track on repeat. Gained another dB, and there we are at exactly the rated power of this amp. 1408 watts. I'm not going to worry about that 8, but we got 1400 watts of power, rated power of this amplifier, doing a 161.3 dB. I think we definitely got a lot more to go. Again, looking at our output details here, we got 23 volts, 15.6 amps, 1.4 reactive load, 61 hertz. Ooh. Door popped open a click on me on that last one. Thought I heard something. So door is fixed. We are sealed. I'll show you. We're sealed down there. And oh, trying to angle it back. We're sealed over here. Let me get this back in position. About right there. So one more click. Still 61 hertz. And again, we are wired. These are dual quarter ohm subs, so this is an SPL test. We are wired at quarter ohm per channel. Do not try this at home. But our reactive load, that's what's really important here, because this is SPL. We're on a constant tone. 1.4 reactive load. Volume 41, yep, volume 41, 61 hertz. Let's see what happens. And bam, 162.5 dBs, gained another 1.2, 447 watts per channel. So that's right at 1800 watts. Good bit overrated power of 1400. We're touching 1800 watts now, doing a 162.5 dB. How much more can we get? That's already pretty darn loud. 162.5 from a little 4-channel amp. One more click. Here we go, volume 42. We're gonna reset that. .61 hertz, everything good. Yep. Ooh, look at that, 162.8 dBs. Not quite as big a gain there, only a 0.3 gain. So that tells me I think we're starting to run out of power. Didn't see a big power increase, but 492 watts per channel, so coming up on 2,000 watts of total power, 162.8 dB. Man, so close to 163. Can we see a 163 with it? I don't know. Maybe with that one more click. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Can we see a 163? Can we get another 0.2 out of it? Already pretty impressed. We're getting close to 2,000 watts out of this little 1400 watt amplifier. This little Salt-200.4. But yeah, I guess let's see what we can do. Oh, I moved the camera. Let me set it back up. Can we get that last little bit? One more click. Volume 43. So here's your last chance for predictions. I'm really hoping to see this 163 or better out of it. You let me know what you think. Put it in the comments. How much total power, how loud do you think it's going to get? We got one more click in it. I think we got one more at least, maybe two. Here we go. Still at 61 hertz. What do we got? And there it is, 163 flat, 528 watts per channel. So 2112 watts total power from little Salt-200.4. So we're about 50% over rated power, and judging by how power's slowing down, I think we're topping out. So I think one more click ain't gonna get us much more, maybe a tenth if we're lucky. We'll give it a try. Now, all our stats are still over here. Make sure you can read them. 27.8 volts, 19.7 amps. Let's reset it. Got one more click, volume 44. I think this is gonna be our last one. Yep, barely squeezed just a fraction more power out. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that's probably gonna be it. We're barely squeezing any little bit of power with these last volume clicks, but 163.1 dB, 540 watts per channel. So you're talking about 2,160 watts total power from that tiny little guy, the Salt-200.4. Well over 50%, over 50% overrated power. You can see our stats over in the corner. That's it. We're gonna go and end the video here. Let me know what y'all think. Give us that thumbs up, like, subscribe, all that cool stuff. Try to keep this short. We're still getting coming up on 17 minutes. So like, subscribe, thumbs up, share this around. See you in the next episode of How Loud Will It Get?